flower clip or no? On the corner? Yeah, never mind.
Oh, like for your hair.
It's actually like a chip bag clip. Or you can grab the hair clip off my desk. It's a pink fuzzy one on the stationery holder. Hello, everybody. Hello, chat. Hello, YouTube chat. This t-shirt is so cute. Thank you. It's a new one. Thanks. Thank you. Welcome to the business meeting. Hello, hello, hello. Thanks. Oh, hey. Thank you, Chandler. Shout out.
You're supposed to pick one.
I'm taking this one.
Okay.
Appreciate it. I will not be talking out of respect. No, great news. My voice is 100%. Like 100%. I have no trouble talking whatsoever. I got like a solid 4.5 hours, maybe 5. That's so shocking. Yeah, I think it's just like a freaking muscle. I remember it, like in 2019 when I used to stream singing. After 2 hours, it would like hurt. And yesterday I was like screaming for 5 hours. Can I have an extension on the quarterly report? You're gonna ask me for an extension on the quarterly report the day that the quarterly report is due? The answer is no. Did that traumatize some of you guys? My body different. You needed that screaming yesterday after yesterday's meeting. No, true. Literally working on a report right now, but you're in this meeting now. I drank a Pediasure this morning. It was awesome. It wasn't awesome, but I'm on the grind. Do I want to be outside?
It's kind of nice, no?
Is it?
Yeah, it feels great.
It's like windy.
Are you cold?
I feel like I can't think with the sound of wind in my ears. You know what I mean?
No.
I'm like overstimulated by the whoosh. Oh hell no.
Maybe we can move.
Should we go to the studio?
Sure.
Computer.
Computer, transport us to the Alveus studio.
Transport this stream to the Alveus studio, where it's not windy. Computer, turn off this freaking wind. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I hate it out here right now. Oh no. Oh no. Boo.
Computer, change wind speed to 0 miles per hour.
Computer, move those clouds so the sun can come out. Welcome to the studio. Whoa. Everybody wants to rule the world. Damn. Turn your back on Mother Nature. Everybody
That was
wants
last year,
to. Oh, you're right. Thanks. Is this a layoff wave? Am I safe? Time to get riffed, chat. Everybody's getting riffed. Can we push the meeting back 15? I'm stuck in a Teams call. No! Wait, this is so much better. Cam is a bit tilted. Is it?
maybe like 1 degree.
Thanks, Space. Could you pull up my stream actually? Or not like the. Oh, you're pulling up a live feed? That's dope. Great. Thank you. Could this meeting have been an email? Will you guys shut up? The lack of wind noise is understimulating me. Guys. Am I getting fired? Be honest. Will you stop asking questions? YouTube chat, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Twitch chat, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Cameraman, are you watching Reels?
Got you, twin. Whoever was understand, I got you, bro.
Okay, take it back. That's so annoying. TV's do it. I don't know how to do that. Okay. Hey, okay. Hey, so welcome. Oh my god, I can use the smart board today. Wait. We are geniuses. Shout out the wind.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wait, welcome to the meeting. Oh my god, reframe. Computer, reframe the stream so you can see the smart board.
You have been programmed.
Wait, guys. I have a friend who was watching my stream last night. This is hilarious. I had a friend who was watching my stream last night. He called me after the stream was over. This is like a normie, right? He was like, you're on a tight ship. And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, you're like really serious at production. And he's like, you don't even give them a chance to fix shit. They do stuff so fast and you're still like yelling at them. Because last night on my stream, I was doing that bit that Adapt does where he's like, production, turn off the light, production, will you production, fucking fix this, oh my god, production, up the bit rate. And so last night I was doing that, and I was just like yelling at, but it was all me, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was not yelling at somebody, that was all me, I'm production. And he's like, oh, I thought you were like kind of mean to your team. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, and then he went, whose computer? No, he didn't say that.
Like this? Push the front. Oh, yeah.
He said, be nice. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. When does the TED Talk come out? May 12th. TED Talk comes out May 12th. Production. Could I get a white screen on? Oh, never mind. I got it. Okay. Chat. Welcome to the business meeting. You may have been, YouTube chat, what's good? Hello. Witchy Bear, thank you. Tom, thank you. Stavia, Femrider, Honey Haley, Troglody, Skull Heron, Flickmack, Witchy Bear. Dude, I'm gonna be honest, guys. Space Chandler, this kind of looks like we planned this. This is kind of awesome.
It was kind of sick when we mobilized, like going from there, and then space, like just, and then it like looks.
But it kind of looks like we did this on purpose. This is way better.
We
did this on purpose. This was part of the plan. First matter of business is today is Awa's Gotcha Day. Awa has now been here for 1 year. W. So many meetings, 100% planned. Lock in. Texas has Eastern Central. No, we're on Central time here in Central Texas. It's been 2 years. It's been 2 years. Awa has been here 2 years. Okay. So welcome to the business meeting, everybody. Welcome to the business meeting. You may be wondering, why am I at a business meeting? I watch Twitch for recreation. Not today. Not today. Today, you are locked in as a stakeholder. We have a strategic plan to develop. We have formal funding proposals to finish, because we need to distribute them this week, before the end of this week. So it's time to lock in, everybody. I have my notes ready. I am locked in. Can somebody volunteer to take minutes for this meeting?
I'll do it.
Anybody else?
Good. I don't even know what that means.
Anyone else? We got some not-its in chat. That's weird. Everybody's quitting. Why is everybody scattering? YouTube is taking minutes. Boops. Okay, YouTube chat, you're taking minutes. Thank you so much for being a part of this. You can just take some notes. We'll call this meeting to order at 11 a.m. on 5/4/2026. Welcome to the strategic development of Alveus Sanctuary Global. Okay, so I'll go ahead and kick off here. Sorry, I don't want to do this the whole time. Okay. I won't do this the whole time. No, legitimately, so here's the deal. And if you were at the Alveus stream yesterday, you'll hear me repeat some of this stuff. YouTube chat, we're going to go ahead and call this meeting to order at 11:12 a.m. Central Time, 5/4/2026, Alveus Strategic Plan for Alveus Global. Calling this meeting to order. Thank you. So, if you watched the Alveus stream yesterday, you got some of this, but you got it in a much messier way. Global, yeah, hear me out, right? Hear me out. You guys were here. Also, this is only fair because you guys were here when I started Alveus in 2021. And when I started Alveus, I was sitting in a metal fold-out chair in a room with no furniture, making a business plan on Google Docs. Like writing what I thought Alveus should be, right? And then you were there when we did the capital campaign fundraiser. And then you were there when I bought this property. And then you were there when we rescued Stompy and Noli and Awa and like you're there for everything. So while we do this planning, I want you guys to be there and I want you to be a part of it. Some of you may know, we built this with a box of scraps. Some of you may know that I did a TED Talk in Vancouver recently, which was the most impactful thing that has ever happened to me in my life and in my career besides founding Alveus Sanctuary, right? It was unbelievable. TED is an incredible organization, and the other people doing TED Talks, you guys have to understand. I know I talked about this when I came back, but when you look at the people that are doing TED Talks, it was like invented the COVID vaccine, has argued 45 cases against the Supreme Court, founded this political party and was a political prisoner and escaped prison. Maya Higa, content creator, right? It's a crazy lineup. Insane, like Kiki Palmer. It's an insane lineup, right? Malala, okay. So it's a crazy lineup. And doing a TED Talk this year was the honor of my life. One really cool thing about TED is there are a lot of people that know how cool TED is. And so there are a lot of really cool people that go. And one thing that I didn't expect coming out of my TED Talk was having these big conversations with people where we were talking about like the future of Alveus, and they were like, when your talk comes out, you better be ready to like, hit the ground running. Like, this is a big deal. This is a lot of momentum. What do you want to do with it? What if I gave you $10 million right now? What are you going to do? How are you going to go global? Is my contour too severe? Do I need to blend my makeup? I feel like I do. No?
Yeah.
Damn.
You gotta blend your makeup, man. I don't know.
Chat, is my makeup bad? Oh, they said no. Why would you lie?
I think it looks great.
Okay, lock back in. So they're like, what would you do if you had $10 million? And I was like, I have no idea. I've never thought about that. And they were like, you need to be able to answer that question. And I was like, oh. And then they're like, what, do you have a plan for, do you want to go global? Do you have a plan for going global? And I was like, no. And they're like, you need to be able to answer these things, right? And so I was like, oh, shoot, okay. So we started thinking about it. And one important thing that I got from Ted was like, Alveus is a nonprofit. As you guys know, we're a 501c3. We do conservation education online. All of our funding model thus far has been crowdsourced fundraising, grassroots fundraising, y'all, right? And social media, and the income generated via social media. Most conservation nonprofits also receive grant funding, right? Federal grants or private foundations, or they have private donors, people that have philanthropic interests in conservation that donate crazy amounts of money. That's an untapped area of fundraising for Alveus. We've never received federal funding. Shout out Jacob. He has been working on grant funding from like foundations and stuff like that, but we've never received, besides like streamers coming in and being super generous, we don't have like philanthropic folks that are wanting to do that kind of funding yet. But we could. But in order to have that as a potential for Alveus that could really like take us to the next level and potentially take us global, we need to have a plan. Enter business meeting. Welcome to the business meeting. So here's, did you see me on stream the other day and we were talking about, this is Connor's idea. And he was like, okay, what if Alveus Global, what if we have some like branches or whatever, and one of them is like Alveus Skies, and it's all of our bird breeding programs, like conservation breeding programs for birds. And then there's another one and it's Alveus Oceans. And then we do like coral restoration in the ocean. And then there's another one and it's forests and it's whatever. So we have like a bunch of like hubs, right? The problem, we were really excited about that idea and we think it'd be really cool. However, it's very, very hard to classify those into a digestible amount of categories. Because if you do skies, if you do skies, does that also include bats? And if you do oceans, then you have to have a separate one for freshwater. But if you have a separate one for freshwater, should you also have one for brackish water? I don't know. And then it was like, okay, what if we did land, sea, land, waters, skies? But then lands is so broad. And then you'd have like, in lands, there would be programs for primates and there would be programs for like field mice or whatever it is. Like there's just like such a range. And that doesn't make sense. And then we're like, okay, well, what if we did regions or continents? And then, but then on a continent, like if you have North America, like you could have a bat program, a California condor program, and a wolf program. Like that doesn't make sense either, right? So then we're like, okay, maybe we just scrap the idea of these like branches because it's too hard to classify, okay? Here's what we decided on kind of yesterday, but all of this is, hey, if one of y'all has a better idea, we are doing this in real time. So, okay. Here's what we know. We have this, okay? We have this. And as of right now, here's what we're working on. Or here's what we have. We have 2 branches, right? Oh. Sanctuary, Ari. Okay? Ari is the Alveus Research and Recovery Institute. This is the new facility that we're building out to breed.
Nice, bro.
This is the new facility that we're building out to breed endangered wolves for reintroduction into the wild. Loser.
Keep making yours.
That was Rosie.
You guys.
I can't believe you're awake right now. So, ARI is the Alveus Research and Recovery Institute. we're starting with the recovery of critically endangered wolves, Mexican gray wolves and red wolves, right? So we'll breed wolves at Alveus Sanctuary, and we will release them into the wild, and we will document their whole journeys. And the way that you guys have fallen in love with all of the ambassadors from the sanctuary, you will fall in love with these wolves that will be released into the wild, and then we have bridged that gap into the wild. We're taking the Alveus approach to the wild. And then if we release these wolves on this land and there's some threat to the land that they're on, if there's like, oh, we're going to build a mall here, or we're going to do some development, some condos or whatever, there are millions of people all over the world that we could mobilize that would freak out because they love these wolves. And that's conservation.
And what would they say?
Those are my friends.
Yes.
Stop that. Screw you. So that's the model of Ari, right? Sanctuary has 2 pillars. Like animal rescue and education. Oh. I'm qualified for this. And education. My chat died. Can you just reload it? This is Alveus Sanctuary. Alveus Sanctuary is dual pillared. You're back, Chad. I see you. Alveus Sanctuary is dual pillared. Animal rescue and education. Right? You guys know this. We rescue animals. We teach people about them. We bring, I bring creators out here. We do education, collabs, bop, bop, bop. That's Alveus Sanctuary. Ari will be quadruple pillared. Let's see if I can remember these. Wait, hold on. Connor made these pillars. I don't want to say them or do them wrong. Four pillars. What the frick? What the F?
They'll probably answer me when I call them.
What the F? Hey. What are the 4 Ari pillars?
REEI.
Okay.
Repopulation.
Okay.
Endangered species medicine.
Uh-huh.
Education.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Innovation.
Thank you.
Bye.
Repopulation is the first one?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yep.
Bye. So Connor wrote up these pillars. Okay. Repopulation. Can you read this? Repopulation. This one is really interesting. Okay? Endangered species medicine. You may be like, what does that mean? Or you already understand what that means. We had this moment at TED where I met this incredible TED speaker. He's so sick. And he started in his TED talk will come out, and I'll try to share it with you guys because you would love it. He started in big pharma, so he's a chemist, right? And I don't know if you guys knew this, but Ozempic, part of the way that they figured out Ozempic was through Gila monsters, which is a type of lizard, right? And so they know this for Ozempic, and that's like a $1 trillion industry. Like they've made so much money off of Ozempic. But then there's this Gila monster that has this very specific bacteria that is killing her. And this chemist who was in big pharma went to go see this Gila monster and was like, how is it possible that we have made trillions of dollars off of this thing for humans, but there is no answer for this lizard? And so he has taken all of his knowledge as a chemist and he is entering this conservation space. There are sea turtles that are dying from cancer. There are amphibians worldwide that are dying from chytrid fungus. this guy's lab has gotten really good at curing chytrid in the lab. Like he's doing endangered species medicine. And we think there's a ton of potential there for protecting endangered species, and we want to be a part of it. So repopulation is what you guys already know when you think of ARI. Breeding endangered species for release into the wild. Repopulation. Endangered species medicine is the second pillar. The third pillar is education. Da-da-da. That one overlaps, obviously. Thank you for the $100 donation to Alveus. Thank you so much. Education. Duh. We're going to teach you guys about the wolves and all the endangered species we bring through ARI. And the last one is innovation. One thing that we know we want to do with ARI is conservation technology, which, what does that mean? It means, thank you, DL, thank you for the $100 donation to Alveus. Innovation, or conservation technology could mean a lot of things. It could mean like trackers on endangered species so we can track them in the wild and monitor their wild populations to help manage those populations better. It can mean drones for surveillance. It can mean getting out there with microphones and doing better bioacoustic monitoring of species so we can learn more about what species are traveling through where. You know, there's conservation technology is a really big thing, right? But instead of making it conservation technology, we wanted to just say innovation as a whole, because the model that we have at Alveus is really innovative. The live cam model is innovation, and it's really exciting. And so we wanna help step into this field and bring the cool new model that we have, and bring these new ideas that we have, and bring this community that we have, and see how we can improve it. So these are the 4 pillars of ARI. These are the 2 pillars of the sanctuary. How do I want to make this make sense? Okay, so 4 pillars, 2 pillars. So then, programs. Sorry, I'm trying to think of how that we're doing this in real time. Programs in ARI. So maybe I'll do it like this. Programs. Wolves, right? Red wolves, Mexican gray wolves. Vultures, eventually. Snakes, eventually. Tortoises, we'll just go ETC. We are starting with the recovery of wolves and conservation breeding programs for wolves, but our intention with ARI is to expand and do a bunch of endangered species. And they will all be individual programs. I don't think Alveus needs a program section, because Alveus is what it is. We'll continue rescuing ambassadors, and we'll continue doing education from here. But this is just what it is. And then this is what it is. And it's all under this. Which, that makes sense, huh? Thoughts? What is Alveus' mission statement? We're rewriting, actually, a little. We worked on this yesterday. You won't be able to read this, but I'll write it. It's not even worth writing this. It's too hard. I'll just say it to you. It's too many words. Alveus' mission is to use the internet to cultivate our next generation of conservationists and to secure a better future for all living things. We're still working on the wording of that a little bit. Like it may be, Alveus' mission is to use the internet to cultivate our next generation of conservationists and to secure a flourishing future for all living things. Maybe it's that. I think we like the word flourishing, because it gives like plant flora and fauna. Alveus' mission is to use the internet to cultivate our next generation of conservationists and to secure a flourishing future for all living things. All living things, by the way, if I have time to like talk about the mission statement, all living things includes humans as well. Because originally, the mission statement was, this is where we edited yesterday. Use the internet to cultivate our next generation of conservationists and to build a world where humans and wildlife can better coexist. But then Kayla brought up the point that humans are wildlife. And one of the problems that we have is that we don't think of ourselves as animals or as a part of nature. And so we didn't want to make that divisive, or we didn't want to make that distinction in our mission statement itself. So then we changed it. The endangered species programs are so broad. Do you guys treat it like a focused project or continuous but wider scope? What do you mean by they're broad? They're like endangered species programs for specific species, and those programs are breeding them and releasing them into the wild. So this is where we're at right now. I just joined, what does RE stand for? The Alveus Research and Recovery Institute. The Alveus Research and Recovery Institute, RE, we bought the property next door, so it'll be built there. And it's a series of buildings. It's a campus, really. That's what the Pixel project is for. That's capital campaign fundraising to build out RE, to build out the campus. And there will be staff offices. There will be, these are our hopes for what there will be. Staff offices, conservation technology lab, a space for research, veterinary center, animal care kitchen, studio, like stream film studio.
Basketball court.
I may pour a basketball court. Not with my own money. I may, because we need parking spaces, and we can't build enclosures there because it's too close to like all. Did you not know this?
No.
Oh, this is a totally separate thing. We need parking spaces by Connor and Kayla's house. We can't put any enclosures there because we're talking about releasable animals. It's way too close to people, and we need the parking spaces. And so if I pay for that and I just make parking spaces and I happen to put a hoop in the ground, cinema. And then whenever I'm in here doing a collab with frickin' Marlon and he's like, you don't play basketball, then I can just be like, meet me on the court. And we just walk down there. Thank you for the $100 donation to Alveus. Thank you so much. Anyway, so yeah, but that has nothing to do with like this, that would be me paying for it. Okay. Also, someone in chat said, they said like, don't open to the public, please. Deal. Don't worry about that. That's not what I'm talking about. When I say, actually, that's tough. When I say Alveus Global, I mean, obviously, Alveus Sanctuary will only ever be here in Texas. Thank you for the $250, Brotherboard. Thank you so much. Thank you. Holy cow. So, Alveus Sanctuary is in Austin, Texas. We'll always be here. we won't be open to the public ever. We're able to reach the amount of people that we're able to reach without the animals having to meet anybody. I am not interested in opening to the public. Opening to the public means diverting a bunch of our funding, this precious funding that we bring in, like that $250 donation, to guest experiences like gift shops and concession stands and parking lots and things that I don't want to divert funding to when we could be putting it into our staff and the care of these animals and rescuing more. Also, funding, I mean, we want to talk liability and insurance and stuff like that. We would be putting a lot of money to that to allow people to visit. I don't think that's worth. And then for our animals too, I think it's really special for them to not have to deal with the unpredictable factors that come with the public. So that's not something that I'm interested in at all. But when we say Alveus Global, these programs, like when we talk wolves will be released into North Carolina, into Arizona, New Mexico. Vultures, we're talking African vultures. So they would be released out into Africa, right? Cape vultures or Egyptian vultures. Snakes, we're thinking of North American indigo snakes, species of snakes. But we will have endangered species breeding programs that are not necessarily native to North America. And so that makes us global cinema. What are the future goals of the sanctuary? No. What does it look like in 5 years, 10 years, etc.? So that part is a legitimate question. What does it look like 5 years, 10 years, whatever? This is like what we want to do, right? This is what the dream, I think, plan is in a nutshell. When I write this funding proposal, right? So I'm writing a funding proposal that I can bring to people that have philanthropic interests. The funding proposal has an acceleration clause in it. And the acceleration clause says, this is what we want to do. This is possible in 10 years. But with the funding, it's possible tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, it totally depends on resources and funding. Connor's having a heart attack right now listening to this stream. It's not happening tomorrow. It's not happening tomorrow. But it's funding dependent, right? So, you know, if I freaking blow up and start acting like I don't know nobody and we bring in $100 million tomorrow, Alveus is going to look very different. Are you recording?
Yep.
Okay, dope. Do you have an answer about what you would do with $10 million? Great question, because I'm about to be asked that question in front of like hundreds of people, and I need to say it. I need to be, thank you for the bits. I need to be able to answer this question. What would we do with $10 million? With $10 million, we would immediately break ground on the Alveus Research and Recovery Institute. Start building out the infrastructure to bring in endangered wolves. Start working on getting as many of those wolves out into the wild as we possibly can. And then expanding on the infrastructure of ARI to other endangered species breeding programs that we already have in mind. African vulture species, Cape vultures, Egyptian vultures, indigo snakes, gopher tortoises. And we would purchase more land to do it. It's not the best answer I've ever had, but that is the real answer. Captain Merchant, thank you for the $200 donation. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Buy more land. I mean, that's number one. Kat, thank you for the $100 donation. Naflo Hiker, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. What is the biggest challenge you expect to face? Rapid scaling. Sustainability and rapid scaling. But for what it's worth, I founded this nonprofit in 2021. We've grown to a team of 15 in 5 years, and we've done pretty good so far. RPM, thank you for the $100 donation to Alveus. Thank you so much. Can you acquire more land where you are? Yes. Yes. Smile. How does this affect LeBron's legacy? Shit. I didn't think about that. I didn't get my permission slip signed. Can I still be here? Super. Antonio, this is a freaking business meeting. We're adults. Do you have a number of employees in mind in terms of rapid scaling? We are, the plan that we're working on, that Connor and I have been working on, and in building this infrastructure for our RE campus, we are bracing ourselves to scale to 50 employees.
Whoa.
Eventually, not in like the next couple of years. Don't panic. Do you ever see your role at Alveus changing? Well, that's a good question and a big question. Here's what I know for sure. I will always love doing education, and I will always love these animals at Alveus. I will always love being home. I love being home more than anything. That being said, I find myself traveling a lot lately, like a lot, for speaking about Alveus, for pursuing funding for Alveus, for just doing executive director shit, you know? And so my jobs, I wear a lot of hats at Alveus. My jobs have always been education, be the face, be on camera, and bring in the money. And I'm still doing both of those jobs. It's just at a much different scale, at a much faster rate. But one thing that I recognize, don't be afraid of like me losing touch or Alveus just becoming, something entirely different. I know that the greatest asset that Alveus has is your trust in me. I know that this organization only exists because you guys watch me and trust me and believe in me. I know there are lots of animal sanctuaries out there, lots, that people are not nearly as invested in because they don't have something to attach it to. I understand that that's our unique value proposition, chat. And I recognize, like, in order to maintain that trust, and like maintain this community, I need to be a content creator, and I like it, and I want to be. I wouldn't change it. I also think one of the things that Alveus is really good at is making conservation accessible. I think that before models like this, before social media, the idea of calling yourself a conservationist, and maybe you guys can attest to this, the idea of calling yourself a conservationist was kind of silly, because you think of like Steve Irwin and you're like, oh, I have to be in khakis in the jungle with a machete, you know, to be a conservationist. That's not me. But because you guys watch me and like you relate to me and we give you things that you can do, even if you're, you know, working a job that has nothing to do with conservation, you know, if you're an accountant, or if you're working at McDonald's, or if you're a student and it has nothing to do with wildlife, you can still be a conservationist. And that accessibility is what sets Alveus apart too. And that accessibility only comes from the relatability. And the relatability is a result of me being a content creator. It's a very long answer to the question, but hopefully that makes sense. Any chance we can get martinis with the money instead? I might need a drink this weekend, I'll be honest with you. Maybe we do just like maybe we do a porch stream where we're just drinking a beer or something soon, because I really am gonna need it. Cinema. Movie. Stop her. What a week, huh? Dude, what day is it? Is it Monday?
Yeah.
I haven't taken any days off in a minute. I don't know what's going on. Are you worried about people not engaging with Ari like they do with the sanctuary? No, I'm not. I have a lot of faith. One of the cool things, one of our goals with Ari is to put live cameras on the animals in the wild as well. And I think that people will love being a part of that and watching them. So I think it's the same model. It's just the model in the wild.
I mean, the animals are still going to be here like before you release them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can get attached to them.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, you get to follow their whole journey, literally from birth to release in the wild, which is so sick. Would Ari have its own dedicated channel? No. Will Ari have its own YouTube and socials? No. I wanna stay, this is Connor's thing, but we wanna stay as lean as possible. I think separating into channels would be a mistake. I think we have the two. We have my channel, obviously, where I'm streaming right now, and then we have Alveus, and I funnel into there, but I think making a bunch of channels would be a mistake. I don't want chats to be in multiple places. I don't want multiple different communities. I don't want to fragment that. Different overlays, sure. Like different overlays on stream, sure. Different like colors of buildings or something, so there's a little bit of branding distinction, sure. But it all has to be like under Alveus. Realistically, actually, I would really like to change the Alveus handles from Alveus Sanctuary to just Alveus. Which, I don't know how we're gonna do that, but there's, I don't know, I know some people, maybe we can do that. The transparency with which Alveus runs is amazing. I love that you keep all your viewers up to date with latest news, good or bad. Yeah, that's also something that sets us apart that I recognize is really, really important that we're really good at. You guys are genuinely just a part of this entire process, and that's what makes it so special. And that's another thing that makes you guys feel like conservationists, because you are entirely a part of this organization. It's huge. What does Alveus actually stand for? Alveus means reservoir in Latin, because when I started streaming and I was doing charity fundraising on stream, I used to say Twitch is an untapped reservoir for doing good. Alveus is reservoir. The only separation of channels that we may do eventually is Alveus Kids. And the reason for that is because, like, separate channels would be just live cams for the kids, where when we do animal care chats and, like, I do streams like this and whatever, they don't broadcast to that channel. So, like, if you want to put just live cams on all day and you don't want the other streams for your pets or your kids, we're considering doing a separate channel for that, and then having, like, a separate channel where all of the content is safe for kids. Where we're not swearing and, like, making penis jokes and shit, like, because
I mean, we don't really do that. But.
It happens sometimes. Which, you know, I don't love the idea of, like, fragmenting, but I think that's different, and I think it has to happen. So, we're definitely working on that. Maybe no chat. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Are you reading YouTube chat? Yes. Yes. Hello, YouTube chat. No scorpion segment for the kids. Why need a kids channel though? What's the purpose? Okay, hater. No, it's important to teach kids about conservation. It's important to get them in there early. And we've had a lot of requests to have content that they can show in classrooms. And, you know, and we'd like to do that. I think it'd be cool. Kids love science. Maybe a bit of doom thinking, but what would happen if Alveus funding dropped? I do a subathon. I go live.
Oh my god, that would be so funny. You'd be so... Oh my... Can the funding drop, please? Oh, that'd be awesome. Maya miserable for a week straight. Oh.
No, we're very, very lucky. The growth. Hey, Kaj on YouTube, thank you for the $100 donation to Alveus. Thank you so much. I shaved my head again. No, we're very, very lucky at Alveus that our growth has just been astronomical since founding in 2021. But that's another reason why we want to stay really lean. We don't want to grow too fast and have a bunch of people on payroll and then, you know, have funding dip and then struggle to pay those salaries, obviously. So we want to be really mindful of that.
Also, like, I've asked Connor, and he has that all, like, planned out, like, if funding goes down.
Yeah.
It's all
It's a good question.
in the plans.
It's a good question. Do you think Alveus will ever have big cats like leopards, lynx, Alveus in the future? You know what? I'm done saying never for Alveus. I've said that a lot, where I've been like, no, we're never gonna do that. We're never gonna do that. We're never gonna do that. Like, and you know, here's Kasi. So maybe, I don't know. We had some folks visit this past weekend, and he was like, you guys got to get rhinos in here, and I was like, yeah, maybe. I'm done just being like, no, there's no way. Are y'all gonna expand the marine side? Yeah, I hope so. We have this saltwater reef tank where we'll be able to start like playing with coral conservation and start teaching people about it. And I'm excited about that. But yeah, if we got the opportunity to do conservation work in our oceans, I would love that. Thank you for the $20 donation, Anonymous on YouTube. Thank you so much. Do. If you had the funding to support animals like that, who knows? Right. How long is the expected lifespan of Alveus? Alveus is way more than a single lifetime of work. But I think that if your life's work can be completed in your lifetime, you're not thinking big enough. This should forever. Do you ever plan on opening another facility in another state or country with a different climate? Not a sanctuary. So people have asked me if I would do like a sister facility or something for Alveus in LA. They're like, oh, what if you had another sanctuary in LA and then it'd be so much easier for creators in LA, whatever. And I was like, no. Like, I don't want another freaking Alveus. That sounds like a lot. But we do want to partner with conservation organizations that are doing work with these endangered species who have facilities and infrastructure in other places. So like, we want to partner with those organizations. We won't be building out new facilities in these locations, but we will need physical infrastructure for these programs in different places.
Never say never, Maya.
Never
We
say
need
never.
Alveus Coastal for the blue whale.
Never say never. Any collabs you can leak? Jacksepticeye. Coming up. This month. Yes. Knock knock, am I allowed in this meeting? Yes. Welcome to the Teams call. All right. Anything else to explain here? No, I think this is it. So I think when it comes to writing out this actual funding proposal, I think it's just making it clear that like the programs will expand given resources and opportunity. So if we have a donor or something that's like, I'm really interested in this endangered species, and we're interested in that species as well, and we want to add it on as a program, and we have the resources to do that, the world is our oyster. Could expanding lead to a loss of individuality of the animals? No, I think another thing that really sets Alveus apart is our storytelling. I think that we're really, really good at the sanctuary anyway. We're very, very good at letting you guys into these animals' lives and getting you to get to know them and their personalities. You know them very, very well. I think we're good at that. And I think we'll continue to be good at it here. It'll be different. There will be more, but I'm excited about it. a good question. You guys had some really good questions. This has been helpful. Thank you. And you will watch them grow up. Can you take streamers to release the animals in the wild? Jambo. Good question. There is an idea that ended up being a rock that we kicked down the road a little bit yesterday. And that idea is, we are taking the Alveus approach to the wild already. Can we take Alveus collabs to the wild as well? And that's bringing people out and, yeah, and releasing endangered animals, or doing like camping out there so they can see them, or doing paragliding with vultures or something so they can get to know those animals. It's a possibility for sure. It's just really, it's quite a ways down the line. If we start doing stuff in our oceans too, can we do all the production for scuba diving streams, like what you guys just saw Speed do? And it's like a research and monitoring project as well. Yeah, I would love to do that, but that's a ways down the line. Danny, that's entirely a case-by-case basis. Yeah, it'd be really cool. It would be really cool. Okay. In the purple rain. Chris on YouTube, thank you for the $20 donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. How do you plan on spreading the workload when you expand? I know it's already really busy for you, especially if you're traveling. Great question. So, this is a strategic plan meeting. YouTube chat, I know you're taking notes on this meeting. Could I get a motion to adjourn the business portion of the meeting, please? Motioned. Okay, motioned in granted in Twitch chat, motioned in Twitch chat. Could I get a second for that motion? Second from Sleep Junkie on YouTube. Thank you very much. Okay, business portion of the meeting is now adjourned. We're on to our announcement time. We have an announcement to make, chat. This is a very, very exciting one. So there was a very good question about, like, how do you plan on handling the workload as you expand? I talked about how much I love streaming, I love doing education, I love being with the animals and doing all of this stuff, but I'm also traveling so much, and there's only one of me. And we keep rescuing these animals, and there's so much potential to teach you guys about so much more with all of these animals. But since 2021, since founding in 2021, the education team has just been me. So as we expand, we've expanded our animal care staff massively. We've expanded our facilities and infrastructure department massively. We have never expanded the education team until now. Yes, that's right. Yes, that's right. We are expanding our education team. And when thinking about who to bring into our education team, I thought of one person. And you already probably know her, because she has been out at Alveus since pretty much the start. She is our director of animal care. She is one of the smartest, most thoughtful, most articulate, most passionate people I've ever met in my life. It is none other than Kayla. You timed that so good.
Timing.
Cinema.
I did not mess up to this.
That's fine. You can just come say, I literally just introed you. That was incredible. She should open the door. Ta-da! Guys, this is Kayla. If you don't know her, now you do. This is our director of animal care. She's been here for freaking 5 years somehow.
5 years.
Which is crazy.
Time has flown.
And this is your Alveus education team.
Yay.
So what does that mean? You're gonna see a lot more of Kayla on camera. She's got a stream slot now a week. Your first stream is Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Kayla's streaming on Wednesday now, so you will see Kayla streams. She's still doing animal care and animal care management, but she's just gonna be on camera more. So she'll be sharing that educator role with me, and we will be expanding the education team too as we go. But right now it's just us, which is pretty good still.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Are you excited?
I'm excited.
Yay.
We're gonna figure it out as we go. It's gonna be great.
Yep.
It's gonna be a little bit chaotic, but it's gonna be great.
We're doing
That's
it.
all that matters.
We're doing it in real time.
Yeah.
In real time. Can you tell them? Have you said what you're talking about on Wednesday at all?
I mentioned a little bit. Well, I mentioned that it was gonna be about birds.
Yes.
On Wednesday, we are going to be talking about the myth. I've mentioned it in the Alveus chats before that if you touch a baby bird and try to put it back in the nest, that the mother will smell you and abandon the baby. We're going to talk about that myth, and by extension, we're going to talk about the olfactory systems of birds.
She's gone down a rabbit hole.
I've gone down a rabbit hole. It might be several streams, but that's
awesome.
okay.
So good.
It's going to be a little chaotic.
So sick.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be Wednesday chat, and that'll be made into a YouTube video too. So for YouTube viewers over there, there will be an announcement video that we just filmed yesterday for me and Kayla for like launching the education team, and then there will be a video of Kayla's stream as well.
Yeah.
So check that out on the Alveus YouTube channel. Yay! Thank you, Kayla.
Yay.
That is all. Hooray! Hooray! People in chat said that Kayla's the perfect choice for this. True. True. She's leaving. Kayla is the perfect choice for this. She's gonna be fantastic. I've thought forever since Kayla started. I was like, man, you should be doing more education. You're so good at talking. You're so good at this. And for literal years, I've been trying to pull Kayla into more education stuff. And now, because of you guys and the resources that we have, we've been able to expand our animal care staff to a point where we can make that happen. And so I'm really grateful for that. I really need the help right now with all the traveling. Truly, there's only one of me physically, and I just can't be here filming all the time. But there's still a lot to teach. So Alveus education team, peak, huge. It's going to be freaking awesome. All right. Okay. I know this was like relatively short. I did a pretty long stream last night. So I have a lot of work and stuff to catch up on. I'm actually going to sit down at my computer. I'm going to work on this funding proposal. And this has been really helpful. I appreciate it. So thank you guys so much. If you're making this into a YouTube video, sorry, I'm just like looking over here the whole time. Okay. I can do an intro and outro.
Sure.
Okay. If this is a YouTube video, guys, sorry, I'm gonna look into your eyes. Don't get weird.
You're just oh. Yep, you're good.
Hello guys, what's up? Welcome to a video where we talk about the future of Alveus. More specifically, Alveus Global? I don't know. You guys have been here since the beginning, since I founded in 2021, and I want you to be here every step of the way. So this is just us having a meeting. Welcome to the meeting. Enjoy the video. And then outro. Thank you guys for watching. This meeting is adjourned. Like and subscribe, or you can't come to the next one. Thank you for your input. I'm excited. Okay. Movie. Spoilers on the intro. Oh.
I'll blur it out.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you guys so much for your input. This was very helpful. I appreciate it. I know there are a lot of people that think it's like really cool and special that we do this, and we're so transparent and we're so like, wow, what do you like? What do you mean? We got to whatever. I wouldn't have it any other way. So thank you so much for being here. It's really cool. It's really, really cool. This is such a Alveus is my dream. It was my dream when we started, and it was just me and Ella, and it was just like Stompy. You know what I mean? Like that was my dream. Now thinking about this and it being global and having all these programs and like having a campus and all of this stuff, it just every day it just becomes a more unbelievable. I can't even, I don't know how to, it's just crazy. It's like my dream. So thank you so much for making that possible. Thank you so much for trusting me and the Alveus staff to build out something like this. I really think we have the potential to change the world, genuinely. So that's all of us. Thank you so much. We're gonna go ahead and start the raid, and I will see you guys. Ooh, I'm traveling Wednesday, so I won't see you Wednesday. But I'll see you next week. Go watch Kayla's first stream on Wednesday on the Alveus channel, though. Okay? Thank you. Bye. Thank you, bye. Wait, am I streaming Wednesday? No, sorry. No, I'm not. Bye.